Good morning, everyone. It's Thursday, February 16th, and I wanted to put together just a short video to cover some things for about the next 3 or 4 classes and make sure I highlight a couple of the assignments that we have coming up, just so we all stay on the same page. So I've put together a short presentation, and hopefully we're going to be able to pull that up and get that to run for you. Certainly, if you have any questions, you'll see some emails for me here at the end of the presentation. Okay, just to review, next week, February 22nd, we've got a number of things going on. We'll talk about Chapter 6, so you want to make sure you read that chapter. It's on nonverbal communication. The big thing for next week, in addition to that, is we'll all be doing leadership profile number 1. I would tell you, and we'll see that here in a second, that's a required assignment. So on the extremely off chance that you're not ready to go on February 22nd, it's not the kind of activity that you'll just get to pass on and not do. Possibly we could have some impromptu speeches at some point over the next few weeks. We will. Part of being a leader is being able to address situations at a moment's notice, and one of the ways we can practice becoming more comfortable in that setting is to do some impromptu speeches. I would tell you also that there, in the Chapter 5 and 6 content folders in Blackboard, are a series of videos that I'd ask you to watch as well and be prepared to discuss those. They have to do with communication, both verbal communication and nonverbal communication, and I think they'll be not only interesting but of some value to you. And then also next week we'll be doing some work on our Chapter 8 assignment. I would remind you that I'm looking for a responsibilities outline to be turned into me next week as well. That's one document from the entire group. Last night Allison was at class. Isaiah got her up to speed a little bit. I'm expecting, and quite honestly, I'm expecting something, hopefully more than just a handwritten document that says here's what we're going to cover. So I'm hoping that you guys will connect over the week to make sure everybody's on the same page in terms of responsibilities. Thinking about leadership profile 1, as a reminder, you all have that assignment, but just as a reminder, that profile will be worth 30 points. Couple of elements. One is a one-page summary that you're going to turn into me, and that summary is going to include a photo of the individual along with touching on the things you see in parentheses here. There will also be then an in-class presentation. We're looking for something in the 6-minute range, and on your rubric it talks about the timing and how points could be deducted if you're either too short or too long. I think the real key here is you're going to need to practice to make sure you're within our time frame so that you have the chance to get the most points possible on this. If you do have any questions, you can see here 3 email addresses rather, where you can reach me. I'm available at all of those 24/7, and I'll be quick to respond if you do have questions. Thinking then to March 1st, continue to give you time to work on your Chapter 8 assignment in your small group setting. I would tell you that we'll also be doing our Park District Public Forum opening statement assignment, and that assignment is posted in Blackboard as well. I believe it's in the Chapter 5 content folder. Look for it there. For those that weren't in class last night, this assignment builds on the writing prompt that we had 2 weeks ago when you put in words for me how you might begin a new position in this fictional park district that had had some challenges with the previous director. You shared some ideas about what you might do to begin building bridges not only internally with your staff but externally with the community. We're going to take that idea and that scenario just one more step now, and you'll see that on the assignment. But those are due March 1st. Again, we could have impromptu speeches that night, but we will talk not only about Chapter 7 and managing difficulties, but we'll also spend some time reviewing for the midterm exam. So March 1st will be another good, exciting class for us. Then on March 8th, give you again more time to work on your Chapter 8 assignment. On March 8th, I'll be again looking for one document from the group that provides for me an outline of what the presentation will be, and and includes your anticipated activities for the class in that session. And then we'll also do the midterm exam. And when you're done with the exam on the 8th, that'll be the end of class. I would expect that that means the March 8th class will be a shorter one, but that's fine. However long it takes you to do your exam is how long it takes you to do your exam. Then on March 15th, we're on spring break, and then on March 22nd, we have the class presentation on Chapter A. So admittedly, that's just a quick overview of some things coming up over the next few class periods, but I wanted to give you that opportunity to know what's coming down the line. Thinking then about the public forum town meeting assignment, which I said is in the Chapter 5 content folder, you can see here on this slide what the requirements are for this assignment. You'll draft an opening statement that you would make to the public in this town meeting forum or town meeting type setting. You can see the requirements there. That'll be, like I said, due and performed on March 1st, and that's worth 20 points as well. So if you go in there and look in the Chapter 5 content folder, you'll see the assignment, and I'll have hard copies for folks who weren't at class last night when we get together on the 22nd. But that's what we've got coming up. I wanted to try something a little different, hopefully to make sure you and I are all on the same page with how things are going to be unfolding over the next few weeks. So if you have any questions, feel free to get a hold of me. And until then, have a good day.